Jesus me is I know, for the Bible tells me so. You want to it. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me.
Hi, Gigi. When is your bedtime? Hi, honey. I'll see you in the morning, honey, okay? I'll see you when you wake up, all right? I love you.
Before he was a leader to millions, he was mine and theirs.
I have to say this without getting emotional, but I'm very proud of my husband, and I know many of you are too.
Well, I've never met anyone quite like her. I remember I called Tyler and I said he's gonna have to find talent somewhere else. And Tyler was trying to coach me down because he said that she was way out of my league. And he's still right, by the way. I mean, my wife is the best person ever, and she's a patriot and she's a believer. We don't want to have to be accountable to God when this life passes. And he asks, why did you not trust in me and not fight evil? For young people out there, if you want to find meaning, find something worth taking responsibility for.
Yeah. It's been a fun journey, fun ride.
It's just getting started.
Yeah. I'm grateful for you.
Thanks for joining the Charlie Kirk Show.
You're welcome. We should do this more often. He was 18. No money, no map, only a call from God.
My political journey was in the midst of the Obama craze in Chicago. As someone who was generally conservative, I realized this generation, millennials, is going to be the most progressive generation in history if we don't do something about this.
We're active in about 15 campuses, and we're growing very, very quickly. And keep in mind, this is not just a flash in the pan movement. We're going to become an institution to give them the power and the confidence to stand up and let their voice be heard.
I was 18, no idea what I was doing, no connections, no money, unlimited energy, enthusiasm, and I actually thought this was possible, which was kind of crazy if you think about it. Bill was one of the first people to believe in us at Turning Point USA and believe in me. After he heard me speak, he said, "You can't go to college." I said, "Who are you exactly?" He said, "Whatever you're doing, it's going to be bigger." He said, "You're going to start a youth organization that's going to catch the whole world on fire."
Only in America can a young man with a dream change the world.
So starting in that garage in Lamont, Illinois, that Bill had for us at 217.5 Illinois Street, and growing from that forward was a battle. So the first year, you raised $20,000, which at the time was an unbelievable amount of money, right? We didn't have an office, we didn't have a staff. It was just me just traveling the country doing this, pure grit, pure energy. And I was driven by core ideas and core principles that we should be thankful, not angry, to live in this country. Would you agree? We should be thankful. We should be kissing the ground and say we are the luckiest human beings ever to exist, that we are able to live in this country at this time. America is the greatest country ever to exist, period, bar none. Is the greatest country ever to exist, right?
He loved debate because he loved the truth, and the people on the other side of the table because they all were made in God's image.
So I go to college campuses and there's a lot of error. We're all sinners. We are all live in error. We as Christians are called to go into the public arena to correct error with truth. I'm far more interested in what God wants of me than what I want from God. I have the greatest job in the world. I couldn't be happier. Every day I feel as if what I'm saying, what I'm doing is making a difference. To be perfectly honest, I love the debate. I love the exploration of ideas. I think dialogue is a gift given to us by God. Prove me wrong. I have no notes. I have no AI. I have nothing. Tell me why you're correct. For 3 hours, I will sit there and everyone will watch. It's a gladiatorial match for the best ideas of the West.
And their needs changed him, and he changed them.
You see, you're being called upon to be a leader, let's say, that's not merely political. That's why my understanding of it.
Correct. It's an enormous responsibility. Enormous. I also need to balance, as Christ would say, being as much truth, which of course I'm inclined towards, as love. What is God's plan when I go on a college campus? I just believe I will only tell truth, I will not compromise, and I'll love on the lost.
He was no stranger to threats, to being hated, to being doubted, but he went out anyway, for America, for you.
Turning Point will live longer than me. That's my mission.
He carried his love for the nation in his hand, and in the other, he carried us.
You have worked so hard, and I know a lot of you have seen, obviously, his videos on TikTok and all the stuff he does on campus, but no one gets to see him from my angle except for myself and our children. And the sacrifices that he made this year, he's amazing. I'm very blessed.
And I would not have been able to do any of it without Erica. When it comes to your child, you are tasked to protect them both physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Once you have kids, there is this primal thing that comes into you where if you think you have worked hard before, when you have to go feed a child and provide for a family, you are willing to go to the ends of the earth and push yourself in ways that you never thought possible. And that is your initial and most important task as a father.
Every single person in this building, we owe something to Charlie. He was a joyful warrior for our country. He loved America. He devoted himself tirelessly to making our country a better place. He was a critical part of getting Donald Trump elected as president, getting me elected as vice president. And so much of our success over the last 7 months is due to his efforts, his staffing, his support, and his friendship.
The media said that Turning Point could never run a ground game. They weren't experienced. They didn't know Charlie, right?
You need tremendous talent to do what he's done. Building one of the most powerful youth organizations ever created, Turning Point USA, and I want to thank you, really, Charlie. Incredible job.
I want you to remember that we did not earn this. This is God's mercy on our country.
What he built will endure.
Taking the deep, but sometimes the difficult road is the way that you should configure your life. Getting married and having children is a difficult but deep decision that I hope every single one of you make at some point in your life. Because for every single one of you, there are a couple thousand students that wish they could speak out like you do. And courage is a choice. It takes no skill to be courageous. You might come up to the microphone and say, Charlie, I don't know my talent, I don't know my skill. The cool thing about being courageous is you just have to say, I choose to be courageous. What can I do to save the country? You answer that question every single day because you are doing the work to save this beautiful republic. You are doing something that is bigger than you.
He loved this country. He fought for this country. Now we all live to honor his fight.
What young people especially are screaming at is they say, give me a structure that I can live my life by. And especially with young men, more challenging of them, more saying, you know what? Honestly, I'm not gonna talk down to you. Stop being a boy and become a man. You wanna learn what that means? Come to church and I'll tell you what it means to become a man. Because we have the greatest story ever told.
If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
All right, ready? Freedom on three. 1, 2, 3, freedom!
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
All right, 3, 2, 1, smile. Awesome, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Youth for power, how we doing?
That's a lot of people, Utah, I'll tell you what.
He ran the race well. I love you, Charlie. On behalf of our family and everyone you touched with your love, thank you.